Keith Krantz here with Dominate Web Media, and in today's training I'm going to show you how to design your sales funnel, which can, if done correctly, you'll be able to double, triple, or 10x your current sales in your business and increase the quality of life that you have more time with your family, have more time doing the things that you want to do, and have more time growing your business and focusing on different ways to scale your business and different areas to go into. So instead of being stuck running the day-to-day stuff, and if you once you get this right with online marketing, it's going to be very easy for you to scale to your offline traditional marketing, whether you are a brick and mortar business or an online business. So let's go ahead and just get right into the training. I've got a mind map here right behind this image of this sales funnel. So if you're after the training, you can go ahead and download. I'm going to have a PDF of the mind map and the image. You can download and keep it. And for some reason, if you're listening to audio only, you'll be able to go ahead and get that mind map. You don't need it to really listen to this training. It's going to be good without any visuals. So this is a picture of a sales funnel. And what you have here is basically the top of the funnel, which is email marketing, search engine marketing, and social media marketing. And obviously, you can add a lot of different things like offline marketing, newspaper, radio, TV, direct mail, getting out there and pounding the pavement, those types of things. But this is a basic image here, and everybody understands social media, and there's tons of things out there, and search engine marketing. And what you do is basically you need to set up systems and processes so you have quality leads coming into this sales funnel from all these different channels. But more importantly, the second step on this funnel says website e-commerce. Okay, notice how website is underneath. It's the second tier of this funnel. It's underneath email marketing, search engine marketing, and social media marketing. What that means is website is really more important than all of these other things. These other things are how you get traffic and leads to your website. Then you need your website to be able to convert that traffic into a quality lead and then eventually into a customer, or maybe right into a customer immediately and into a long-term customer that you can offer other products and services that you have or other people have that I'll talk about here in a second that you might be able to partner up with. You need to have systemized follow-up. Notice that's below the website because that's the next step, and it's even more important. And then the last thing is sales, and that's obviously the most important thing. That's why we all do this. Not necessarily, we don't all necessarily do this because of the money, but we need to make sales to be able to make money, to be able to, do what we want to do. That's more important in life. So I'm going to go ahead and move this image away, and I'm going to pull up this mind map that I've got here. It's a very simple mind map for this training. Okay, I want to keep it simple and actionable. That's the important thing. So the stuff on the right here is I've got direct response marketing, I've got own the race course, not the racehorse, website design, and email marketing. Everything on the left side is basically top of the funnel stuff. Okay, there are things that you can do to get traffic over here on the right side, which is the most important part. Okay, that's why I have them separated out that way. And notice I have email marketing over here on the right because this is super important, and a lot of people don't realize that we can all do a better job. I can do a better job. I have a ton of emails I need to get into my sequence that I haven't had time to do, but at least I know I need to be doing it, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. Number one, if you want to have a good sales funnel, if you want to be able to get leads, whether it's Facebook advertising, Facebook in general, Google, pay-per-click, offline, whatever it is, it all starts with using direct response marketing techniques and having your website designed the right way. And that's why, a lot of people out there are teaching the next hot belt, what the next hot thing is to get traffic, whether it's Pinterest or Facebook or Kindle ebooks, okay? Those, I'm telling you right now, are not the most important thing. Once you have this stuff on the right side dialed in, you can do anything you want and scale. Now, let's talk about number one, direct response marketing. What I did is I took the definition right out of Wikipedia. The definition of direct response marketing is direct response marketing is a type of marketing designed to generate an immediate response from consumers, where each consumer response and purchase, parentheses, can be measured and attributed to individual advertisements. Okay, that last part, where each consumer response and purchase can be measured and attributed to individual advertisements. So this is the opposite of big Madison Avenue brand marketing, like you see with Coca-Cola commercials and Nike and everything else out there. Okay, a lot of media firms and online marketing firms will try to tell traditional businesses and to do all this branding. Well, yeah, it doesn't work unless you have $100 million a year to spend on big brand splash advertising. So you need to use direct response marketing because you can measure it, and you can send out $100 in Facebook ads and get $100 and $10 back in sales, or Google clicks, or maybe it's just working on search engine optimization where you end up getting free clicks, and then same thing with all your other direct mail. Now, this is very important. Everything revolves around this. Everything you really need to try to understand direct response marketing, and I've got some great resources for you for that. So don't worry about that right now. I just want to touch on that. Number 2, before we get into the nitty-gritty, is you want to own the race course, not the race horse. Okay, this is a quote from James Schramko. I think he said his dad used to always tell him that. And a friend of mine, James Schramko, is probably the biggest internet marketer in Australia, and they do hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in sales in various multiple businesses. And he talks about that a lot. And another thing that this reminds me of is who makes the bigger money today? Is it the publisher or is it the talent? Okay, who makes more money, the author who writes the book or the publisher? Okay, the publisher is the one going out and buying sports teams and stuff like that. Yeah, the talent can make a lot of money if it's a good book, obviously, but the publishers are the ones that make the money. So, and the other thing is if you own the race course, not the racehorse, then you have control. For example, Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or Pinterest, anything can happen. Your account can get shut down tomorrow. You might have 25,000 fans in your Facebook page, and Facebook decides that you make money too much, and it shuts you down. Like hundreds and thousands of marketers has had happen to them with Google and their accounts with Google, and YouTube recently now. Some big marketers have had their YouTube accounts shut down. And Facebook isn't far off, especially as they increase their advertising, and they're going to try to keep the spam out. And the problem is they have these algorithms that do this stuff a lot of times, and good people get good accounts shut down. So you need to own the race course. Now, what's the race course? That's owning your website. You need to own your own website and your blog, and you need to focus that as the hub of where everything is headed. So depending on what kind of business you're in, maybe you have a business that's very effective on Facebook. And I know businesses that literally their Facebook page is more valuable than their website, okay? Because there's lots of engagement, and it's a topic, or it's a business that a lot of opinions are in it, and it's fashion, maybe it's image heavy. Then there's going to be certain social media areas that they're going to be very important, but everything still needs to revolve around your website, and that's where you want to be selling your products and services mostly. So, okay, let's talk about website. I'm going to show you a few website layouts here just real quick, and this is really important. When you have a website, you basically need to there's a few really important things that you need to consider when you have your website. If you have a current website right now and you need to have it redesigned, I have a team that does that, or go out and hire somebody else or outsource it to do that. If you don't have a website, you definitely want to start the right way. Now let's look at my website real quick. Notice the top of this. If you come to dominatewebmedia.com, everything that you see on the screen is above the fold. Okay, so these 4 bars, which I'm actually having redesigned, these are going to look really nice and colorful pretty soon. But everything you see here is above the fold. Everything down here is below the fold. Okay. Now, where did that saying come from? It came from the newspaper, because originally when you go out and get a newspaper's folded, right? So everything on the front, on the top half, is above the fold. That's where that saying came from. So on a website, it's everything from the bottom of your screen up without having to scroll down. So if you start to scroll, then it goes to below the fold. So that's what that saying means. And the numbers are staggering. It's unbelievable, the amount more clicks that happen above the fold. People are just moving too fast. So you want your calls to action. You want your action points where you want people to take action right up front and center. So notice here I have a video here, and then people like to read from left to right. So I've got my 5 days to Facebook advertising success here, and they can enter their email. So this video talks about that, and they can enter their email. And I'm actually increasing the size of this button too, and I'm changing this entire offer. So this will be different maybe even by the time you see this video. But anyways, so then I've got 4 different choices here. Done for your SEO, done for your PPC, Internet Marketing Boardroom, and Facebook Advertising Blueprint. Okay. And then I've got some social proof over here. Okay. 3,800 people like my Facebook page. And then I've got my YouTube channel with 1,400 subscribers. So if you've got that, you want to show that. Okay. Now let's look at another site. Smart Passive Income, Pat Flynn, one of the best online marketing teachers out there today, the most transparent there is, just gives away a ton of great stuff. This is a blog, so it's more laid out as blog style. So he's got his blog posts here. Notice all these recent blog posts here on the left side, and then on the right side he's got his sidebar. He puts out a ton of content, like 3 posts a week, but still, even though this is busy, he has this very clear. Don't know where to start? He has this big right here. This is where he wants new people to go. And then on the right side, he's got his offer for his free ebook. So you want to always have that offer if you have an offer on the top right, whether it's a free trial, whether it's giving away an ebook or a 5-day Facebook advertising boot camp like I have. Let's look here. Here's another one. This is a little bit more of the corporate style, which a lot of businesses and offline businesses might have. Okay, this is PPC Management, websavvy.com.au, and notice how he's got the 3 big choices. I had 4 on mine. 3 looks really, really good. I've actually got my SEO website uses this exact same theme. So if you do like this theme and you want to have something like this designed for your company, we can do that for dirt cheap over at roiwebsitedesign.com. So, but this is pretty cool. So he's got his slider here, and where he's got kind of his main pages up here, but then look here, he's got his 3 choices. Boom, boom, boom. Very visual, so you can click on those and go to that information. Another one I really like. This is another Australian guy. These guys just spend thousands and thousands of dollars on conversion testing with a lot of their big clients. So they've got big enterprise, Fortune 100 level clients. So notice they've got the 3 choices here too, 1, 2, 3, and they've got their action over here. They want you to inquire now or call. So everything's above the fold. The rest of the content that's describing their business and stuff like that is down. Okay, so sorry that's a little bit delayed here, but it's near with testimonials and stuff like that. This is a great website. You want to have lots of testimonials, and you can have those on your sidebar, and you can have them on the main page there. So, and then of course, you want to have your main pages on the top of the menu bar because people are going to see those when they're inside of other interior pages. So don't want to get too deep into that right now, but let's go back to the mind map here. Basically, the most important points is you need to have your action points above the fold. You need to have it very clear, not very many choices, and you need to have a strong offer, typically on the right side if possible, whether it's a free offer or if it's a free trial or demo or something like that. Just like I talked about in my other trainings, you have your mafia offer there. So, okay, number 4, let's go to email marketing. Email marketing is so important. This is where this is how you increase the value of each visitor that comes to your website. This is how you increase the free time that you have to go out and go on vacation. Your autoresponder sequence. You need to set up a series of emails that go out automatically after that person goes to your website or your Facebook page. Okay, you can set up these landing pages on Facebook where you can have an offer, but your website's really the hub. So once they enter their name and email, or just their email or whatever it is for a demo or a free training, just maybe it's a PDF, maybe it's just a 3-day email series. Get something up Then the more important part is having that email sequence go out where the next day they get another email from you that's high value, and make that second email that goes out. So basically they get a confirmation email, maybe with the first training. Make that second email, the one they get, just your best stuff ever. Give them a great impression so they want to open up the rest of your emails, okay? So very high valuable content, educational if possible. And then once in a while, you're obviously going to throw in calls to action to come back to your website or call your business or come in for some type of offer. But you want to make these emails educational, high value, so people look forward to opening your emails. They cannot be too pushy and too much pushing your product. However, you still need to be putting out offers. Maybe 4 emails about value, and the 5th one is an offer. Maybe you have a little soft offer at the bottom of each email, below your signature or just above it or something like that. So get creative there. Get these emails set up so one goes out the next day. Maybe one goes out 2 days after that. Maybe one goes out 3 days after that. Maybe one goes out 4 or 5 days after that, and then maybe once a week. And then maybe even goes to once every 2 weeks after a couple months, depending on your audience. But you want to set up, maybe 20 of these as soon as you can, so you've got them spread out to go out for like a year. You can still do, broadcast emails, which is a one-off email where you just decide to send an email about something happening right now. That's okay, but you still need to get your automated email sequence in there. This is how you make your money right here. This is the most important thing. So you've got Aweber and iContact. There's other types like MailChimp and stuff like that, Constant Contact, but I'd recommend, if you're not already using one, use Aweber or iContact. It's a $1 free trial. I've got a link on the page here. You can go check it out. They have great tutorials. I'm not going to go into how to set Aweber up here because it's really easy to do. But you got to watch some of their videos. All you do is they've got all these pre-designed templates for the opt-in form, which is, let's look at this one here. This is the opt-in form here, or this one here. Okay, that's the form. They have pre-designed templates inside of Aweber where you can just put, use which one you want, change the color, change the font, stuff like that. And if you really want one custom designed, you can just go to Odesk or Elance and have somebody design one for you. So let's see here. Infusionsoft and Office Autopilot. I use Infusionsoft. That's now. I'll still use Aweber for some of my clients and stuff, but Infusionsoft is, once you get to that level where you're really ramping things up and you've got a really complex sales funnel, upsells, downsells, stuff like that, Infusionsoft or Office Autopilot, it's very smart. You can send different emails to different people depending on the actions they've taken, the products they've bought, and the links they've clicked on, the surveys they've filled out. It's unbelievable. Very complex, not cheap. It's expensive every month, $200 or $300 a month. So I wouldn't recommend that until you're dialed in pretty well. But email marketing builds rapport, builds your authority, improves brand awareness, and gets people to buy your stuff. Think about the reason. The bigger the email list for a lot of these companies, think about Groupon and Woot and some of these daily deal companies. The valuation in their company is all about their email list. So you hear some internet marketers say every subscriber on their list is worth $1 per month, supposedly. So if I have a list of 10,000 people, I'll make an average of $10,000 a month. Now that is just not true, because a list of 100 very loyal subscribers who you take care of is worth more than 10,000, in my opinion, of crap emails who are looking for free stuff. So the key is have a good offer, look for buying customers, market in areas where buying customers are, and then, send them questions through your emails. Get answers back. Set up an email autoresponder maybe on your second one or first or second or third one, asking people their biggest fears and their biggest frustrations, and say, reply to this email. Open-ended questions are great because you find out what people were really looking for. So do surveys. You can set up surveys with these services here, or just ask a question on your autoresponder, and they'll reply and they'll give you the answer. And you're going to find out so much, especially if you're an existing business with a big list already. First thing you should do is start sending out some questions and surveys, as you set up all this stuff. Okay, on the left side of this page now is basically Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, all the rest of the social media channels, traditional offline marketing, affiliate marketing, and JVs, or JVs, that's spelled wrong. So basically the top of the funnel stuff. So we've got Facebook, YouTube. Now these are the biggest two. Facebook, YouTube, obviously they're the second and third biggest, most traffic websites in the world. You guys all know about that. So when it comes to Facebook, there's two things. You use Facebook to build engagement, use Facebook ads to generate traffic, generate engagement onto your posts, on your videos, on your images, on your polls. Use Facebook for polls. Set up a Facebook landing page. Okay, set up a Facebook landing page like this. This is a great design that I have. The headline at the very top, find out the 2 biggest mistakes businesses are making today with Facebook advertising. And then I've got a video here right below that on the left side of the top of the screen. And then just to the right of that, I've got the arrow and the opt-in, primary email. And then I have a little survey question. Facebook ads experience. Researching, I have ran a few campaigns, or I have been running ads for a while and I'm looking to improve performance. You don't need that question on there. Typically, you want to just keep it simple, just ask for email, but for a while, I do want to ask that because I've got my sequences a little more organized and more smart. But like I said, do not think about what I just said unless you're at a higher level and you've been doing this for a long time, because the most important part is getting their email, period, and then having good follow-up. So I've got some, just some more calls to action here and some social proof with the YouTube. So but I'm not going to go into the main Facebook stuff. We don't have time on this webinar. The next video, one of my other ones is great, where we go into a lot more content on how to be everywhere now and really use these resources and just create and be a prolific content creator. Create tons of content and repurpose that content everywhere you're seeing right here. So I've got some awesome systems where you can literally do a 5-minute video or talking to Siri into your iPhone for 5 minutes, and your team or you can turn that into a video, have that transcribed. You've already got it transcribed if you used your iPhone for Siri, and then turn that into an article, have that article rewritten, posted all these different places, and some great search engine marketing strategies that I talk about in some other trainings. So pretty cool stuff. But right now you need to know the fundamentals, okay? Whether you're a beginning marketer or an intermediate or advanced marketer, in my opinion. So Facebook, YouTube, everything funnels back to the website. Everything on my Facebook page, if they opt into my landing page, that's different. They're on my autoresponder sequence, which is even more important. But if they're just on my Facebook page, I've got lots of stuff that I have links back to my website and stuff. So same with YouTube. I've got calls to action on all my videos that bring people back to my site. Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn. Same thing, guys. Pinterest, don't get all up in arms about Pinterest. Pinterest, women love it. Basically, all you need to do is whatever you do, if you create a post, take a little screenshot of it. Create a little image using Photoshop or Keynote, or have somebody on Fiverr do it, and then post that image up on your Pinterest page with a link to your offer or a link to your website, and get them to opt in for a free series or whatever you're doing, or get them to call. So Pinterest, there's a lot of people selling a lot of stuff on it. It's really not that complex. Yes, there is definitely some great, more advanced strategies with Pinterest, but I wouldn't recommend going into that until you get this stuff down first. So, people are killing it with Pinterest right now, but my point is right now is get this. This is the important stuff. So now, once you get this dialed in, once you have a good layout on your website and you have an autoresponder set up, and you start to track this stuff with Google Analytics, guess what you can do now? Is you can bump up your offline marketing. And if you're already an offline business, you're already doing this stuff, test what works with your online marketing. Run some Facebook ads to test it. Run some Google AdWords. And once you figure out this and how to increase the value of a customer over a 6-month period, then you can spend a lot more money with direct mail, newspaper, radio, TV, yellow pages, and I like to call pounding the pavement. People out there going business to business, handing out your coupons or whatever it is you're doing with your business. It's a great way to get business. Flagging down cars. I don't know. I used to have some really, really high-end tanning salons that we did $700,000, $800,000, $900,000 a year in sales. And seriously, people standing out on the street and going business to business was one of our best ways to market the business. I wish to God I would have known all this stuff back then, which I didn't. But Anyway, so now, then what else can you do? You can partner up with other businesses, and it doesn't matter if you're an offline business or an online business. If you're an offline business, partner up with other businesses that have customers that have similar interests that your customers have, because what that means is their list will probably be very similar to your list, and they'll like your product, and your customers will like their product, and figure out a deal, whether it's 10% or 50% that you get as a cut of selling their product. And I recommend trying to sell their stuff first, offer their stuff to your customers, help them out first, and then they'll probably want to reciprocate by, offering your stuff to their customers. And I don't mean going in and putting a box, like a drop box, like the fitness trainers do. I'm talking about talking to the owner and setting up something and putting percentages in place and helping each other out. And your email list will increase dramatically by doing this. So, okay, that's the end of this lesson. I got some homework for you, though. Real important here. I want you to, if you want to learn about direct response marketing, Drew Eric Whitman has a book called Cashvertising. I don't really like the name of it, but it is in Kindle. I have it on my iPhone. I've read it there. And it's kind of funny because there's a lot of the big direct response marketers, Dan Kennedy, big copywriters like John Carlton, and a lot of the older guys, like Claude Hopkins, and just there's a ton of them. But he really brings it all together in this book and brings some amazing nuggets that you will be blown away with. So wherever you are in your business level, get that book. I promise you, it will make you more money. It's great. So also go to the next local Glazer Kennedy Insider Circle meeting. Just search for it on Google, and there's probably one in your area. I go to one out here in the Seattle area, Seattle-Tacoma area, and it's unbelievable. The only people that go to these meetings once a month, and you get a lunch with it, is people that understand direct response marketing. And it's yes, you'll be able to network, but you're going to be able to network with people that are on such a higher level than you'll ever see at a Chamber of Commerce meeting or a local meetup or something like that. The people that go to GKIC, Glazer Kennedy Insider Circle meetings, are on a different level, and you'll really be able to get help with your business and be able to probably partner up with some great businesses. So that is my homework for you. Please, comment. Let me know how you liked it. Download the PDF. If you're on YouTube or whatever, go ahead and share that, like it, comment it, please. If this is on the podcast, please give me a review or rating if it was helpful. So, anyways, I will talk to you all soon. Take it easy.